everybody. It's about 2 o'clock on Wednesday, and today I decided to show you a card. I haven't shown a card for a little while, but in the meantime, it sounds like a lot of people have received their new catalog, which is not so new now that it is the third week of the month. So this goes through the end of February. Hi, Heather. There's a couple of specials in the back that I want to show you. One of them is the Perfect Match special, which is the Valentine paper. I'm going to be showing this on Saturday along with the Home Sweet Home special. I know a lot of you are aware of this because this one has been really popular. I've been getting a ton of questions, excuse me. I've been getting a ton of questions about this one, asking me if you can use your VIP credit towards it. And unfortunately, anything in the catalog that begins with an order number of CC is a special. It's a discounted special. And so both of these specials are not good to put your credit towards, but you earn credit when you purchase them. So at least there's that, right? I'm sorry, I'm distracted by my dog. My dog is like doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Hold on a minute. Come on, Moose. Get out of there. Come on, Moose. Okay, sorry. He's been going around my couch lately and then tearing my curtains off the wall. Lay down. So it may be a rough live. Anyway, yeah, the penguin. So one of the things I wanted to point out on this page, and the reason I'm kind of highlighting this page, this penguin set has been by far one of the most popular sets in the whole catalog among the consultants. I like this one, yeah. But when they do a catalog launch and they show the catalog artwork, one of the things that they've been showing is the artwork close up, and it doesn't always show up in the catalog on film. This little patch right here that is blue is actually the holographic paper, and it makes it look like an ice skating rink. It's really shiny and shimmery, and it looks really cool. And I just thought that was a really neat way to show the holographic paper. When you take a picture of it, it just tends to capture one color and look like you used that colored paper, but in real life, when you move it around a little bit, it changes like crazy and it looks shiny. So I just wanted to point that out to you. Okay, the card that I want to show you today is called a bendi card. And I sent all of mine away. And so I'm going to show you pictures of ones that other consultants have made. Again, these are not mine. These are other consultant artwork. But basically the idea is the back is standard card, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, folded in half. And then there's a pop out little section. So the back goes backwards. This little pop-out goes forward, and then there's this front that folds around it that bends. So you can really see it in those pictures where the front kind of curls over. I really like the birthday card set, and look at the baby set. Isn't that something? So one of my uplines had a challenge this month of making a bendi card, and so that's what I decided to show you because I've been making them like crazy. Moose, lay down. Normally, Moose is very quiet this time of day. Anyway, okay, so we have your standard card base. I'm just making a template like I always do. The template is 5.5 by 4.25, and I used the Serenity, the Bluebell cardstock, okay? And then you need a little, so this one will get folded in half this direction, right? So it'll like that. And then you need a little pop-out section with tabs. And so the whole size of this one is 5 by 2. And actually, I made mine a little bit bigger. If it fits on your card, you can make it that size. It's not that critical. And the main idea behind this one is you fold it in half. And then you want to make 2 little tabs that you're gonna adhere. And now you could score this. You could make this all perfect and score it, but then if you look at my card, you'll know I don't do all perfect and scored and all that on everything. And so basically I took this, I think it's 5 by 2.5, and I folded it in half, and then I folded it in half again like this, okay? So that's the second piece you need. And then basically you just need that curvy front, the curvy part, with 2 tabs on the side, about 1/2 inch. So this one is 6.5 by 1 inch, and you could make this as tall or as big as you want. Just know that you'll have to adjust this. Basically these 2 pieces need to fit somewhere on here and be able to move. This piece will be folded in half, like I showed you. So when you adhere this to this base, you know, the back will go backwards and the front will go forwards like this. I hope you can see that. My camera holder is over my image, so it will all come together in just a moment. This piece does not get folded except for on the little tab. So what I did was I used the Warm Winter Wishes set. It's the one with the snowflakes. Maybe it's easier to see like that. And I cut out, as you can see, I cut out a few snowflakes. I stamped them in the Bluebell ink and some in Wisteria purple and some of them in, and I just thought I'll use a variety of these images. I really want to keep before it like is no longer available. I just love it so much. So here's what I'm going to do. I made this little piece. I need to make my little tabs, so I'm going to fold that back about 1/2 inch. It's gonna end up like this, okay? Kind of like a curve on the front. But I want to decorate the back first. So what I did was I cut a little, like this one is 4.25 by 5.5, so I just cut this 1/4 inch smaller. And I'm going to adhere this on. This is that gorgeous Serenity paper that everybody is going crazy for, and love it. Moose, get down. You might see my dog's paws as he's jumping up on the table. Today he's being rowdy. I've had a couple of very rowdy days with him. So I basically am making this sort of monochromatic. Okay, so see how I folded that in half? That, I would probably score that if I had my scoring tool right here, like that. Okay. Then the next piece I want to attach is my bendy piece. And basically, I'm just going to put adhesive only on the tabs, like that. So you can kind of see they're shiny on the tabs. And you could just adhere this on the top like this, but I kind of like to tuck it in. I know it's like it makes more work for me, but I don't know. I just think it looks more polished. And then not only that, but it allows for the adhesive to be extra, like extra hold. So there's that, right? And there we go. So that was like 6.5 total with 1/2 inch tabs, and I put it underneath the paper, although you don't have to, right? The very last part that's movable is this part that pops out. And when you adhere it, you want to make sure, it's kind of hard to see, but that fold in the center needs to line up with this fold of this other part that pops. So when it opens, it'll be a standing up card. It's something that you can actually put up on a table. It'll stand up. So I'm going to go ahead and just put some adhesive on just my tabs. And this one I have nowhere to tuck, so I'm just going to lay my card flat. I'm going to lay this flat, and I'm going to line up those bendable center lines, and then push, 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 and then you'll see the card will kind of do this on the table. I'm trying to figure out a way to show you the best way so that you can kind of see how it will pop up, and it stands up. So this is kind of a neat idea to do with a card where you might put a picture, a couple pictures here, or one picture kind of split in the middle where it wraps around. I like to decorate. I am going to decorate this a little bit, and I really like, I'm like, what did I do with all my tools? I put stuff away before I started and hid everything inside. So this is the gold glitter cardstock, and basically I'm just going to put that at the top, and remember it will be folding also, so I just want to make sure it's adhered really well and kind of get into that pinch. Anything that you wrap around the fold, it's usually better to adhere it and then try to fold it, because otherwise you get sort of a weird buckle. Okay, so that. I also want to put some snowflakes on. While I have my liquid glue out, I'll use it because it's a little faster. And it's okay if it is a little taller, but the main thing is, you have an envelope to put this in, so you don't want it bigger than your base. So it's okay if it stands up past your foldable part, but not okay if it goes past here unless you're going to use bigger envelope, right? This is toffee. This snowflake is stamped in toffee. I have all the colors, so it's easy for me to do that, but any kind of gold ink or brown ink that has a gold tone will look really good. The other thing that's kind of neat is to use like a pop dot or a foam tape. It's neat if you can get the tape off. And I just like to, I don't know, I just think that really adds some dimension to it. And then my message, you could, put your message on the back, right on the back, or you could put it here. And so that's what I decided to do. Since I'm adhering glitter, I have a tendency to use liquid glue, because some of the tape runners don't stick as well to glitter. There's something about, it's like you need to get in all the little nooks in there for it to adhere really well. I have my ATG gun, and even then sometimes it'll pop off, and that's some pretty heavy duty tape. But this liquid glue is amazing. Okay, so now basically my card is more or less done. I did grab some embellishments. I like to keep a few on hand. I have a few pearls. I have some glitter gems. My favorite are the glitter gems. It's a nice way to add glitter without adding, you know, messiness. That sounds weird, but if you're not a glitter fan, glitter gems are nice. I use a lot of stickles also. I think that really adds. And so I'm just gonna add some bling. Like that. I love it. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that neat? Once you have the basic idea down, where it is basically just standard card base and then a folded piece that pops out, and this piece has to be longer than your standard base, so 6.5. Here is my template. What I've been doing with all my templates is, you know, putting them together in an envelope so that if I ever make the card again, I have a template and an example in the same envelope. And that way I'm like, oh yeah, I don't even have to look up the instructions. It's just right there for me. Isn't that cool? Okay, hi Noelle. Let's see. Yeah, I tried to make a bendy card for everybody for the Hostess Club, because I knew that this was our team challenge this month, and this one I just couldn't resist how beautiful this was. I know the Serenity paper is still available, but the workshops are sold out, and they're people are freaking out about the workshops being gone. And rightfully so. They're so pretty. This is one of the nicer paper packs we've had for a while, I think. Okay, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, so just a reminder, Saturday, Heather, at 11 in the virtual croppers page, I'm going to be showing that Home Sweet Home and the perfect match. So Home Sweet Home is this special that you can buy. You can buy it as a whole complete set, or you can just buy parts and pieces. And I am totally cool with however you want to buy it. If you want to buy it, some people, I was on the phone with a couple of people last night, and they basically are just going to buy the word home and use their own frame and make their own circles. And it comes with one circle because the O in home has a circle in it. So that is an inexpensive way to do your own thing if you don't want to do the Close to My Heart kit. And then I have an hour and a half. I don't know if I'll take the whole hour and a half, because I'm not going to make things on camera along with you, because there's so many possibilities of what people would like to do. But I did do something really special with Perfect Match, and I really want to show that, because I was not going to buy a Valentine's set. I don't do a lot of Valentines anymore. I mean, I don't have a kid in school. I am not working, so, you know, I used to send Valentines to all my coworkers. But, so I kind of put this on the back burner, but then I got one free from someone, and I started playing with it, and I am in love. As a matter of fact, I'm considering ordering another paper pack from it, because I used it all up. So the project I show on Saturday will be using this. All right, let me know what you like from the new catalog. What do you think of the new month-to-month sets. I'm curious about those. Many, many years ago, Close to My Heart did something like this, and they were extremely popular. And I still use parts of my old ones, so I love this January one. I love February. I just saw March and April. I'm not as crazy about March, but you know, March is like, I'm not a big, you know, St. Patrick's Day person or what. It's kind of, March has always been a hard month if you're trying to make a calendar or something. This one is really fun. I may buy it. The penguins are popular. This set is hilarious. I don't know how much I would use it, but I absolutely love it. Another coffee set, which I'm, as a consultant, I'm very tempted by because I like to use what's current, and I love making coffee stuff. You know what I like about the month sets is that, since you commented on those, I really like the font on the larger size word, and I make a lot of calendars for gifts every year, and it's like, ooh, that font is nice. This one is really popular, the hearts with the words, love that. And let's see, what else have I seen? I've seen several cards made using the birdhouse. And oh, this one. So the cutest thing I saw this week using the little Miss message is they put they cut out one of the cats from that Catitude set. Let me see if I have it here. I had it like, so I know mine is kind of well used. My cat set is well loved, so it's kind of hard to see. But they took one of the little cats and they cut it out. I think it was this one with the, that's kind of curled up, laid out, and put it in her arms. And it looks like she's holding a little cat. Oh my God, it's cute. That was an adorable combination. I really like how they have different styles of hair. This is even a little longer than my hair, but at least it would work. I love the mix-in. You may have noticed some people on their Hostess Club layout did get a page that had some mix-in on it. I just kind of put it on there along with it. Sweet Safari, I would say, is, it's so hard to say which one is more popular because I'd say it's fairly even between the two paper packs so far. People are loving the Happiness Lives Here, and people are loving the Sweet Safari. So I think the Sweet Safari, the challenge is to make pages that are not childish because they look a little bit kiddish. But honestly, if you take the Hello Baby off here and the baby pictures off, this layout could be for a lot of things. As a matter of fact, this summer you could order the Kona Ice guy to come to your house, and we were having him come to our house every Friday, and we were buying snow cones and stuff for all of the neighborhood, and we took a lot of pictures, and this is sort of their theme. It looks like a Hawaiian-ish looking theme, and so that would be a great page for that. Let's see. I think that is everything that I have right now. If you guys have any questions about how I made the card or the layout, or if you would like to see more layouts instead of cards, or whatever you want to see, let me know. So I think you're right. I think that the Sweet Safari is super happy. I really like it. I love the color palette on it. It's really, it's one of my favorites. I think it's my favorite. I tend to not do pastels very well. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will be back next week. There was something I was going to show specifically. Oh, I may show that perfect match again, along with a couple other things, because I might want to show it in more detail. It just depends on how many of you tune in on Saturday. I don't want next Wednesday to be a rerun, you know. Have a good afternoon.